episode of Masters at Wagtail. So my parts are finally done. So just look for the mall trad pack very soon. The previous trad pack I had, I told you in my previous video that I wasn't trying to hear too much negativity when someone's trying to help me. Because, I like to find out things for myself, but if it could save me time, I'm all for it. But, you can't think you know it all. And I don't think I know it all. I know I don't know it all, especially when it comes to certain things. It might as well be Swahili to me. But I'm a self-made learner, and I learn better hands-on than someone telling me. Because it's like I have to see it to believe it. Let me see just exactly what's going on. When somebody explains something to you, you can't see what's wrong and what's going on unless you actually do it. You can see with your own eyes exactly why it started that way and where you went wrong and what the problem is. So check this out, y'all. This is why you got to be mindful of things you buy online, because you don't know if it's quality stuff. The price may be good, but when it's coming from China, it's like, man, it's like gambling, man. I just hope it lasts. Either that, or I just hope it doesn't break on you. So I bought, I bought it from Amazon, and I thought I was getting something from Amazon, but it was like one of those third-party things. But it came from Shanghai by boat, as long as it took. So it was either Amazon or Wish.com. Either way, they deal with that kind of mess. So I bought some 12-volt batteries, but I wanted something that wasn't heavy. I wanted something small that won't weigh down on my back from when I build my trad pack, right? So I bought, those little AA batteries, right? And they have it wired in a series circuit with a plastic wrap around about, 8 of them. And then they have the wires coming out, the hot and the negative, right? So I bought a charger like this with the 2 alligator clips because it was a DIY chargeable battery for DIY projects. So I'm thinking, okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Turns out I plugged the suckers up in the wall, and when I woke up in the morning, I unplugged them. This is like a couple weeks ago. I'm just now telling you all this. Is because by any means, after you hear this story, I don't claim to say I know what I'm doing, because I don't. And based on this story, after you hear it, you're going to be like, man, you really don't know what the heck you doing. No, I don't. I sure don't. I'll be the first to tell you. This is all new to me. But when it gets done, trust me, it's going to be done right. And it's going to be something different. That's all I got to say. So I bought these batteries, right? And I charged them overnight. I unplugged the suckers. I had them sitting on the couch. Took my shower. Came down. Grabbed the batteries to come take them out in the car. I damn near burnt my goddamn fingertips off. Them suckers was piping hot. I heard something crackling and smoking, right? I'm like, what the hell is that noise? Is it a mouse in here or a rat? I'm thinking something's tearing at some paper bags trying to get something to eat. Here it is. The plastic wrap that goes around those AA batteries is melting. And then I'm smelling, why it smells like something's burning in here? I damn near set my couch on fire because the batteries start to explode. So I'm like, oh man, they gave me a defective battery. So email and told them I want my money back or another battery. So they responded in the email telling me that I needed a circuit protector and charger controller because there's no circuit board in that charger that had the alligator clips. So I'm like, okay, well, why didn't you tell me that before you let me buy something? You know, I didn't even want to just get into all that, man. So basically, he was trying to say that I'm assed out because we're not paying the shipping. We could send it back and expecting to see if it was defective. I'm like, I am not paying the shipping and handling for y'all to check and see if it was defective, and then it turns out and it says it not. And then I'm lost out. I don't have the thing that I brought from you because I sent it back to y'all. Plus, I paid to have it sent to y'all so y'all can just look at it and tell me what I don't want to hear. It didn't make sense to me. So I said, okay. I left a fantastic review. Trust me, I left a fantastic review. I said, this company is rubbish. And that if you buy a battery from these people, you better hope your house don't catch on fire. Man, you should have seen the review I wrote on that. But anyway, they deserve it for the way they treated me. They could have went about it a different way, but apparently they trying to get over on people. So anywhere I went, I could not find 12-volt battery. I didn't want to go through online again and deal with that nonsense. I went to a store where I could speak to somebody that can actually help me. So I tracked this down to Tractor Supply Company. So I said, oh, that sounds like an American-based company with good products that I don't have to worry about, like going into Harbor Freight, so to speak. Harbor Freight didn't even have it. Home Depot didn't even have it. Lowe's didn't even have it. Walmart didn't even have the 12-volt batteries. And I'm not buying no big-ass car battery and hanging that on my back. Man, I'll be turning into a goddamn midget by the time at the end of the day with all that weight on my shoulders. And I ain't, trust me, shoot. All right, so what this is this is for hunting. This is wildlife for their automatic feeders, right? So they have two different styles, actually three different styles. They have a 12-volt battery that's mid-size from a card battery. That sucker was heavy. I couldn't see hanging that on my back either. So these are 6 volts. I need 12 volts to run the motor. So I said, you know what? What's to stop me from grabbing 2 small ones, which is half the weight of that other battery that has 12 volts, and it was bigger. This is more small and streamlined. So I said, that makes more sense. So I went in there and I bought these. These were $10 a piece. So that was right up my alley as far as what I want to pay, because I didn't have to pay the shipping and handling. So I said, this is fantastic. Fantastic. So I went back because I realized I don't want to bust these batteries up from that charger with the alligator clips that has no charging indicator on there or circuit protector in there to stop this or keep it from overcharging. So I asked him, I said, do you have one of those things to charge the battery that you just sold me? And they said, yeah. And I didn't think about it while I was in there, but I ran back and I got it. Look what it says. I destroyed one of those other AA batteries with the wires for the DIY project, but I didn't destroy the other one. See, they were I think they were 6 volts. So that's why I got 2 to make them 12. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the other 6 volt. Maybe wire it in the series circuit or parallel circuit, and use it in the backpack as well. Now that I have the right charger, I won't bust these batteries up from overcharging it. So this right here was $10. It has a switch for 6 volts and 12 volts because they said if I have a charger for 12 volts, it won't work with the 6 volt because I don't know, they explained it. But anyway, it has lights on here, which is fine because it tells you when it's halfway charged with the yellow and red for dead. Hey, that rhymed, red for dead. And green for fully charged. So they told me that these batteries come fully charged. So that's fantastic. So I'm going to old girlie's house and we're going to get this thing on and popping. We're going to get this thing crack-a-lacking. All right, so I have the charger, but check this out. It doesn't end there. I have a portable solar panel that I got from Harbor Freight. 1.5 amp, 12 volt solar charging thing that you can plug in the cigarette lighter and charge your battery, or you have 2 prongs that you can lift up the hood and charge your battery just from the solar thing. So I thought that I would mount that solar panel on the outside of my backpack so I'm constantly charging my stuff while I have a separate cord that I could just plug like a UBS right into the wall. Y'all gonna see when I'm done. But that's all I wanted to say. This is Masters at Wagtail. Beware when you getting batteries online and you think you don't know where they're coming from. Everything comes from China. But you best know what you're doing, because you could bust those batteries up and blow your house up. I mean, it's something. You know, I damn near did. I threw that sucker outside on the ground, man. I was hoping that the cement wouldn't catch on fire. It was right near the house, but I said, you know what? I ain't gonna throw this in the dumpster or the trash or anything because I don't need to set nothing on fire. But this is Masters at Wagtail, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned.